Okay. Hello from my home office here in Maryland. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amy Roche, and I'm the Manager of Academic Services. I currently manage what we refer to as the grading service. Schools enrolled in the grading service are provided certified teachers, known as instructional coaches, who grade student assessments while also providing high-quality, written instructional feedback that drives student learning forward. Schools that use the grading service tend to be either internationally based and or set up in a brick and mortar environment. So oftentimes they already have their teachers in place. The grading of the assessments and the individualized written feedback the students receive is truly a huge time saver for those classroom teachers. And most importantly, at the end of the school year, students receive the Calvert completion certificate as well as transcripts, which can be really of great value, particularly for those international schools. So today, I am super excited to introduce to you the principal of one of our international schools that uses the grading service. Arthur Wilson has been leading the Bamako International Academy in Mali since 2008. He has had experience with both the older, more traditional Calvert curriculum, as well as the new project-based learning Calvert currently offers. Actually, his school is on year number 2 with the project-based learning, and he, his teachers, and students as a whole are having a huge success. So hello, Arthur, and welcome. Why don't you go ahead and further introduce yourself and tell everyone a little bit about your school as well as the why behind opening it.
Okay, thank you very much, Amy. It's an opportunity for me to be here. Bamako International Academy is located in Mali in West Africa. It is the second English-speaking private school, aside from the American International School we opened in 2008. And since then, we have enrolled over 150 students with Calvert. The reason behind Calvert is because the English community in Bamako, Bamako being a French country, the English community in Bamako, mostly expatriates, would like to have an English-speaking school. The only English-speaking school is the American International School, which is highly overpriced. So we needed another alternative school that will provide an accredited learning at a much cheaper rate. So that's the reason behind Bamako International Academy.
That's awesome. Arthur, it's great that you have had 150 enrollments in your school. That's fantastic. And I know your school is continuing to grow in numbers each and every year. So what is it about Calvert and the grading service that has made it so successful? In other words, what is it about your school that sets it apart from all the others?
In Bamako, you cannot talk about Bamako International Academy without talking about Calvert School, Calvert Edmentum curriculum. That is the goal of whatever we do in Bamako. And parents have been so stoked to have their children attend BIA because they are part of what the children are learning in the classroom. The students, they have their own personal portals. The parents can log in to check on what the kids are doing. And in our setting, parents are part of what we are doing. The grading system has allowed our students to be able to reintegrate mostly because we handle mostly the expert kids. It has allowed our students to obtain US accredited results, which is internationally recognized. And this makes it easier for them to integrate into their school in their countries when their time in Bamako is over.
Absolutely. I know that completion certificate and transcript is so important for so many international schools. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What benefits have you seen personally within your school, having your students work on these project-based learning units?
It has been amazing to have this project-based strategy because not only that the grade levels work together, but they take from what they have learned in the classroom and use it to impact the younger classrooms. Because after this project that you saw here, the 8th grade student, Edna, did a recycling project for the entire school. She has to get empty big boxes of chairs that we use in school and called up the kindergarten students and showed them the essence of recycling. And that box has still, those boxes are still in school till tomorrow. The students have learned how necessary it is to recycle, how necessary it is to keep the environment safe, how necessary it is to use things over. So they are making use of those boxes. So it brings about collaboration among the students, and the students are more excited to learn and explore new projects. It helps the classroom teachers to be able to keep track of skill acquisition based on what the students have learned, not memorization. So project-based learning is awesome.
It really is, and I have goosebumps listening to that. That is so cool because I actually, well, when I say I know Edna, I'm familiar with her work within CTN, and I actually have done a little bit of the grading for her, and I know she's been at your school for several years. So that is so awesome. I love it. Love it, love it. So, you know, of course, everyone at Edmentum, we are all educators, and we absolutely love to hear these success stories. I thought it would be neat for you to go ahead and share the success story of this student who is on the slide right now. This is such a great story. I love it.
The student on the slide there is my former student, Rokia Whitehouse. She's an American. She schooled at BIA when she was in 2nd grade. And the dad was so impressed with the academic curriculum that we have at BIA and the environment, the small size of the school at that point in time, and the amazing teachers that we have. So at the end of their stay in Bamako, he decided to make to write on his blog, a kind of blog for us. So this is what he wrote concerning BIA. My daughter had a wonderful year at Bamako International Academy. The small class size and the individualized attention she received helped her to acquire many skills in reading and math. The American curriculum Calvert BIA uses made it simple for her to transfer back to her school in US after her 1 year in Bamako was over. She enjoyed her school, her classmates, and especially her 2nd grade teacher, Mr. Wilson, Bruce Whitehouse. And the Whitehouses happened to return back to Bamako this January 2020. Bruce called me up to tell me that Rokia would like to visit her former school. So I told him that we are here for her. So they came by. She was really happy to meet some of her former classmates, now high school students.
That is so cool. I absolutely love that story. It's fantastic. And thank you, Arthur, so much for sharing this with us.
To round up, I would say that Bamako International Academy became a full-fledged school since we signed our contract with Calvert in 2010. Calvert made us what we are.
That's fantastic. It's so great that we're able to change lives, you know, all over the world. And it's a result of not only the solid curriculum, but also the partnership that we have. You know, we are all truly sharing the same vision, which is empowering futures one student at a time. And this is such a great success story.